Hey guys, this is Luminous coming to you guys with a pro Dota commentary. As always, this commentary is affiliated with DC. More comments content, check us out on DotaCommentaries.com. This is game 2 of the Stars Wars 6 final. I thought Nebula was going to be doing it, so we were delaying it, and then he said he was too lazy to do it, and then now I'm doing it. I got Ian along with the Rise, so Ian, introduce yourself.
Hey folks, Ian James Barnett here. Thanks for having me, Luminous.
No problem. So this is I casted game 1. You could check it out on my channel and or on Dota commentaries. And the reason I bring that up is because since this is game 2, I'm sure it has something to influence from game 1. It's actually been a while since I cast game 1. Ian, have you watched game 1 in any shape or form?
No,
Okay.
I have not seen your cast as of yet. Actually, that probably was something I should have done before this game, but that's okay.
So a little bit of recap. Only thing I actually remember was talking about Doom a lot. It was a Doom and Spectre matchup, and I talked about how Doom farmed up Radiance a lot quicker because of Devour, and YYF playing the Doom actually maxes Devour way earlier than a lot of European Dooms. So Chinese like to use that and get a quicker Radiance and actually win. So let's see if A20 is going to do anything about it, because YYF Doom is ridiculous, and let's see if he's going to be using the last ban for that Doom. If he's not going to do that, I am really surprised, unless he's going to first pick it as well. But right now, it looks like LGD does have the first pick. By the way, this is LGD versus EHome. LGD won the game 1, so they're 1 away from the being the champion of Stars Wars 6. So right now, LGD has first pick, and if A20 doesn't use his last ban on Doom, I'm positive that LGD is going to pick up Doom on their first pick.
All right, I'm not entirely sure where you are in the cast right now, so but I
yeah.
have all 3 bands.
Okay, all right. So let me speed it up. You're at what? 247. All right, yeah, we got a couple of minutes to talk about.
I don't want to spill the beans about. Okay, so what bands have you seen so far?
I see Visage third band, and 247 is a. Oh my god! Okay, I'm at 3. So,
okay,
so
I'll catch up to you.
Just fell sync, anyways. Oh, Bad Rider band. So just gonna give a quick shout out to our new user bar maker or graphic designer, Hitagi Crab. Pretty chill guy. Plays on in-house with us. If you're listening to this, shout out to you. But anyways, are you at 3 again?
Yep, I'm at 3.
All right, let's go. I'm pausing in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so it looks like the third ban was Bat Rider. So anyway, if what you're saying is true about this Doombringer, we can expect it. Although, also, I'm thinking, I mean, from game 1, I guess that's what you'd expect. But there's a clock is still on the table. Well, your Doom pick was correct. Maybe we can expect to see a clock getting picked up. One of these first 2 picks here. I mean, so you say, I do remember actually reading through the comments of your last video. People were talking about how imba this Doom was. So he's probably going to, I mean, of course, he's going to be going with the solo lane. And at least with this first pick, it gives EHome a slight advantage in they have 5 picks to kind of think about which mid-solo hero they want to put against the Doom. Doom actually fares very well against most heroes, but if they pick a very strong solo mid hero that, maybe actually I kind of like the Shadow Fiend matchup against the Doombringer. Although then again, if the Doombringer picks up a stout shield, really any melee damage against him, those first couple levels, Doombringer actually totally outlanes the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend has to hit level 5 before he can hold the lane at all. So I mean, it definitely puts him in a tough position. And they themselves banned Bat. Bat was always a good choice. They actually end up picking up a Windrunner first. Maybe this will be a long lane choice.
Yeah,
and the clock is still on the table.
Yeah, I'm thinking clock is going to be the next pick here. But I think A20 lately, or at least EHome lately, has been favoring Windrunner as a support hero, which not really, I mean, she can definitely support, but she can't roam at all. Unlike like a Vengeful Spirit, they're going to do a Weaver. Unlike a Vengeful Spirit or a Witch Doctor or CM, you could, like, if you're coming off a side lane to gank, you are for sure getting some sort of slow or stun. Whereas with the Shackle Shot, I mean, in theory, it can be amazing, but also half the time it fails. So I don't like to see her as a support because she roams very poorly. In lane, she's ridiculously good, even as a support. So we'll see what A20 ends up doing. It's kind of like what Ian said earlier. A lot of the heroes against Doom at solo mid, the good ones are pretty much banned. Invoker, Venommaster, Bat Rider, AA Lich, 5 out of 6 bans are ridiculously good at mid lane, and now getting rid of that Doom is actually sitting really pretty. And also, if you want to think about what are the 4 most popular carries nowadays, we're seeing a Syllabear, a Spectre, a Morphling, and a Weaver. And I think Doom actually is great against all four. Good against the Morphling simply because the Doom shutting down a lot of his useful spell, and good against the other three because he farms up Radiant simply faster than the other Radiant Spire. So I am really surprised that A20 did not ban the Doom, and I'm still a little bit baffled as we see a couple bans or picks going by. But these ones are pretty standard, so I'm not really too sure what to say about those.
Yeah, I mean, the Ruby and Weaver pick, you actually mentioned a bunch of. They had a lot of choices there when picking a hard carry, and they went with the Ruby and Weaver pick. And actually, especially if you're going to be focusing on a farming Doom. By the way, your sound is okay. Never mind, we're fine.
What's wrong?
Notice Clock was never picked in those, and now finally ends up getting banned. That was somewhat surprising to me. They do pick up an Enchantress, so perhaps we can see some aggression early out of LGD. We saw a snap pick up Earthshaker as soon as the Enchantress was picked, and I think this is actually a pretty decent pick. Coming, wow. Hold on a second, man. Your audio is.
My audio is going crazy.
Yeah, your mic is.
Is it like really static?
Something. It's like a fan in the background or something. Anyway, sorry about that, guys.
Tell me if it's still happening. Like even though I'm not saying anything.
Right now. It's good right now.
Okay.
So okay.
All right.
No worries. We get a puck ban coming up next. I guess maybe there's a fear of the team fight presence there, or a fear of basically whenever you ban someone like a puck. Actually, I don't see puck synergizing too well with the 3 heroes that LGD has at the moment. But I guess what do you think the rationale behind that puck ban was? I've
kind of forgot whether they picked puck at game 1. I'm not too sure if they did.
Whoa.
And then Broodmother, which okay, yeah, I'm gonna talk about this Broodmother pick. LGD lately has been very infamous or famous, been running for 3 solo lanes and dual jungle, and it's not like a standard Enchantress Venge kind of coming out jungle and ganking. LGD likes to run those 2 jungles as farmers, like they actually farm in the jungle. And yeah, sure, they'll come out and gank and get what they can, but they never really transition into a push, which nowadays in this kind of format, 6.71, it's actually very surprising because when we see a Chan or Enchantress pick, we expect towers to be going down. This is a very Navi-esque kind of playing style that a lot of teams have been picking up, but LGD is kind of like, no, you know what, we'll just farm in a jungle. And what that means, you're going to get a very high level Venge, you get a very high level Enchantress. And in game 1, I kind of remember, unless I'm recalling a totally different game, that Venge just tore EHome apart because it was such a high level. We saw a level 11 Venge maybe 20 minutes in the game, which is kind of ridiculous for a support who generally expect to die a lot. So yeah, we are seeing these solo heroes being picked up. Most likely Doom, the Broodmother is going to be on the long lane. The Lion's going to be on the protected lane with the Doom solo mid. And then you're going to have the Venge and the Enchantress roaming between probably the Sentinel Forest, I want to say. It's a little bit easier to gank, but we'll see. So
but I foresee a problem with this though. There's really, I mean, there's always been a large emphasis on team fight presence, and they don't have a team fight presence. They have a lot of pretty good right click attackers, but when it comes down to it, EHome, they have an Earthshaker, man. This could actually really hurt them in the long run. I mean, you say that they're probably not going to end up using it for pushing, but when it comes down to the wire, are they just hoping to out carry? Because even then, the Weaver is going to be killer late. Oh, interesting. And they picked up. Notice they picked up the Beastmaster, and that was their choice to going against this Doom. And I think that's actually a very wise choice. They could have gone with a wide variety, I guess, of ranged heroes, but they ended up settling on the Beastmaster, and I think the Beastmaster will serve them well. He can. I guess they don't really have anyone to take it up too much. And when it comes to initiating, I mean, I just feel like the team presence on EHome is a little bit overwhelming. So even if LGD does get a level advantage earlier in the game, I just wonder how they're going to be able to capitalize that later in the game.
Yeah, I'm just really curious in terms of what kind of game plan LGD is going for. I think they're going for a little bit more farming oriented. And if you get a stack enough Doom, you could kind of run through everything. Just to make sure we're synced up, I'm going to pause at the 10 minutes elapsed time, turn on my health bar because I forgot to, my bad.
No problem.
Are you at 10 elapsed? Making sure.
Yeah, I'm at 10:02, and I'll go.
10:02? I'll go up to 10:02. Sorry for these kind of technical fails. I'm just on a new computer, so not really used to casting duels. I am at 10:02. Are you ready to be unpause?
I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, unpause. So I think we saw the Beastmaster pick after the Brood pick, which I think solves two issues. The first issue is that you're gonna have a BKB Brood that you're gonna be using against, and the Roar is really good for that. A 4-second stun, goes through magic immunity, great. The second thing is that because LGD plays, again, like I was said, from game 1, they roll from jungle to jungle, which is kind of hard. It's really stressful on your support to lay down those swords. If you have a Mac Pack Hawk, which Beastmaster does, then you could kind of scope out a little bit better. I think with the Beastmaster plan, he doesn't plan to outfarm a Doom, which is ridiculously hard to outfarm Doom anyways. He's going to go for more gank oriented, as the 5th pick on the bottom also suggests that that's kind of what EHome does. So we're going to see a little bit of a clashing of a playing style. We're going to see a ganking lineup versus a somewhat of a carry lineup coming from LGD. LGD definitely going for the farm game plan. So let's see who's going to have the early advantage. EHome should, but it's definitely really hard to say here.
Yeah, and we have Urshick with an invisibility rune right now, and this would be huge if they can capitalize and give early level advantage to the Beastmaster and help steer the lane and hit his advantage. YYF actually, he did not actually see that rune get picked up. Unfortunately, though, only level 1. He doesn't have there's no slow on the board right now. In fact, I think level 1 it's just kind of useless getting that skill, so we're really not able to do anything about it. But at least it did give a 3-to-1 advantage in terms of creep kills. So meanwhile, we have X. He's playing the Windrunner, and you're right, he's playing that support position, keeping back Lion while letting Priestess farm up. And we notice the smoke too on the Enchantress. He's already picked up 2 creeps. I love that level 1. You can just get so many creeps on this, and they're going to be ganging on this top lane. Thing is, there are 3 heroes here, so they might be able to repel this, unless they can take out the Earthshaker quickly. Awesome impale through the trees from the Lion, and that helps them get the first blood. Wow, great job from the Lion. That would not, I don't think they would have gotten the kill there necessarily if the Lion had not gotten in there with his Tango and gotten the tail off. Excellent play.
Or they might have still gotten the kill, but almost lost maybe Avenger and Enchantress in the process.
Right.
So they got a clean kill there. I want to just go back to the Shaker where he took the Invis Rune. I'm going to ask you what you think about it. Do you think sometimes it's better to actually not pick up the Invis Rune and kind of stay in lane and show yourself and be like, yo, I'm here, so get the hell back? Versus where if it's Invis, the Doom actually, like, he kind of doesn't know, so he actually go into an EXP range. And he didn't get the kill there in that last dive. You kind of know what I'm trying to talk about?
That's true.
Or
I do see what you're saying. There's of course a disadvantage with that on that low ground. There's many places on the high ground where you can. By the way, top lane we see a really nice fissure there, blocking, and also followed up, but they're not going to be able to finish off CH as he's going to be running away. Back onto that subject, I think they wanted to pick that up. They had placed that ward, I believe, before the rune spawn, and I think they might have been a little afraid of that ward getting the rune getting scouted out soon enough. So it was picked up fairly early, and maybe they were trying to use that to their advantage, just in hopes that a ward had not spotted them out. And in fact, they were right. But actually, still now there is no ward placed there. Interestingly enough, we have a haste rune on top. Oh no, there is a ward there now. Sorry, on the mini-map, one is covered up by the other. But I wonder when that one was placed. We look at the duration. Yeah, actually, if they had waited just a little bit of time, notice how the LGD ward has a longer duration. If they had waited a little bit of time to pick up that invisibility rune and gone back for it later, it would have been scouted.
Yeah, now it looks like we have the continued jungling for the Enchantress and the Vengeance. I mean, normally in the European games, we see the Enchantress leading those ganks behind towers, very aggressive kind of ganks, or transitioning into the push. But again, we're going to do a little bit more farming, and this will give the Enchantress and Venge a quick level 6, which is equally important on both these heroes. Meanwhile, look at the mid lane here. Let's check out farm. We have 11 and 3 on the Doombringer, 17 and 6. So the Beastmaster is out farming the Doom, which is somewhat surprising because I would think Beastmaster, I believe, have a faster attack animation, but the Doombringer has significantly higher damage. We'll see. It looks like a little bit of engagement coming up here. We have the bottom Invis, a great, actually arrow misses, hitting one of the creeps here. Venge completely trapped, but there's a lot of high damaging creeps here. And it looks like the Shaker might be going down. Shaker goes down, but it looks like we have a Shackle Shack coming from behind, but that Tornado creep still doing a lot as we see Lion polishing off the bottom as well. So that, wow, they thought they had a good engage with the Shaker stun. But unfortunately, those 2 creeps, they are a little bit underestimating it and died to it in the process. So that was a little bit lolzy from the EHome guys.